Calling all science teachers, are your classroom discussions more crickets than curiosity?
Or worse, total chaos with a side of, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention.
On this episode of Science Solutions, we're unpacking the art of getting students talking without losing your mind.
Tune in for 4 research-backed, classroom-tested strategies to build a culture of curiosity, one rich conversation at a time.
Let's make science class a talk-worthy adventure. Hey, super science teachers, superheroes! Today we're diving into one of the most magical, mysterious, and maddening parts of NGSS teaching, which is productive student discourse. Or, as I like to call it, not gabbing silly stuff.
And when we get it right, whoa, it is like watching kids build understanding in real time. They own the learning, they connect ideas, sometimes they even surprise themselves.
Let's be real, it's not easy. Getting students to engage in meaningful conversation, especially when they're still trying to remember which side of the periodic table the hydrogen is on, is tough.
Or they've decided silence is the hill they will die on.
So today, we're unpacking 4 practical strategies to spark that rich, productive student talk that makes our science heart sing.
First and foremost, it is necessary to establish a culture of respect and collaboration. Before you toss out that juicy question about forces in motion, ask yourself, is this a place where kids feel safe to speak up?
Because nothing shuts down discourse faster than fear. Fear of being wrong, fear of being teased, fear of that person who always rolls their eyes when you make that comment.
Set those expectations early. We're talking active listening, building ideas, and embracing that beautiful mess that is learning.
Bonus points if you model your oops moments. I once said mitochondria were only in plant cells. Got roasted by the 7th grader. And you know what? I thank them.
Vulnerability for the win. Reminding students that you are human too helps to narrow that gap between student and teacher, helping to create that safe space.
Strategy number 2, purposeful questioning. Not all questions are created equal, folks.
Does everyone get it? Equals crickets.
Can you explain your thinking and use some evidence to support it? Equals engaged minds and thoughtful responses.
Use those open-ended prompts and please, for the love of Newton, give them wait time. At least 5 seconds. Seriously, count in your head. It makes a huge difference.
It's like giving their brains a runway to take off instead of expecting them to launch straight into orbit.
Another piece of the puzzle is making sure to differentiate your discussion types. Not every conversation in the classroom is meant to be the same.
You've got your brainstorming sessions, your let's agree on what happened moments, and then there's those juicy reflective warm-ups.
The key, make the purpose crystal clear. And don't be afraid to scaffold. Use sentence starters, visuals, whatever helps to get those ideas flowing.
Pro tip, I once gave students emoji cards to show how confident they felt about their ideas. Low stakes, big insights.
I love that. Science with a side of smiles and light bulbs.
Finally, provide multiple modalities of engagement. Not every kid wants to talk out loud in a big group, and that's okay.
Give them options. Think, pair, share, written responses, drawing concepts maps. The opportunities are endless. We might be surprised what students light up when we give them a new mode to express themselves.
I had a student who never spoke up in discussions, but give that girl some fig jam and she was a science poet.
That is the magic. Multiple paths, one destination. Deep thinking and ownership.
Look, we know it takes time and patience to build these spaces. Some days it's going to click, and some days you're just grateful no one set anything on fire.
But every small step, a well-placed question, a thoughtful pause, a sentence starter, is progress. You're shaping students into thinkers, collaborators, and sense makers.
And if today's episode gave you even one new idea, we call that a win.
So, what strategies are working in your classroom? Share your takeaways and strategies in the comments to start a conversation with like-minded super science teachers.
Thanks for tuning into Science Solutions. If you found it useful, share it with a colleague and subscribe to get notified when our next episode comes out. Sign up to receive Science Solutions in your inbox to access resources, reflection questions, and actionable insights.
Until next time, keep inspiring your students and making shift happen. You've got this.